Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
Thank you for joining us on this Friday edition of WNY News Now. I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, a Panama man pleads guilty to a sex charge. We'll have the details on that. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter is standing by with that First Defense weather. Dakota.
Hey Matt, and happy Friday to all of you out there on Facebook Live and Live. And as we take a live First Defense Doppler, it's clear radar scans once again today, and it's going to remain that way throughout at least the early afternoon, or should I say at least throughout the early weekend. But the winds, as we talked about yesterday, are really going to start to pick up. So the National Weather Service has issued a high wind warning for Chautauqua County. This starts tomorrow and will be in place all the way until Sunday night at 10 o'clock. And it's mainly going to be the potential for strong winds, mainly right near the Lake Erie shoreline and especially on the higher hilltops, but not as strong as it was the last wind event. 12 more days until the official start of spring, and we're all homing in on that. We'll have a little bit of spring, but I don't think it's going to last. Here's the current satellite imagery just to show you the few open patches of water on Lake Erie that is producing a few lake effect snow flurries. So the afternoon planner, again, get out and enjoy it. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures go back into the mid-30s, and it's going to warm up for the second half of the weekend. But how long will it last? I'll tell you what that Weatherhood Property Maintenance 7-day a little bit later on in the show, Matty Ice.
Alrighty, Dakota. Thank you, sir. A Panama man pled guilty last Friday in Chautauqua County Court on a charge of first-degree sexual conduct against a child. Now, a court clerk tells us that Frederick Antill Jr.'s plea was made in full satisfaction of the indictment that he originally faced, which was 12 counts of third-degree criminal sex act, 2 counts of second-degree rape, and 1 count of second-degree sex abuse. The New York State Penal Code says that Antill could face anywhere from 5 to 25 years in state prison as the charge is a Class B violent felony. However, there's no word as to if Judge David Foley has made a commitment in that sentencing, which is on April 15th. In day 3 of jury selection in the murder trial for Jamestown man David Wagner netted 0 sworn-in jurors, that according to a Chautauqua County court clerk. The clerk said that 64 jurors from yesterday's group returned this morning for day 4. A total of 12 are needed, plus alternates, to serve. 6 jurors have been sworn in as of airtime this morning. And arguments for the trial will begin the day after the completion of jury selection. We, of course, will continue to follow this updating story. A Jamestown trio, meanwhile, was arrested yesterday after Chautauqua County Sheriff's deputies say they seized methamphetamine and other drugs during a warrant check in Mayville. Deputies reportedly discovered Kirsten Nelson, Sarah Johnson, or Kristen Nelson rather, and Richard Philbrick inside a vehicle with 2 children. After allegedly observing a methamphetamine pipe and marijuana pipe, deputies conducted a search. Several other drugs were reportedly located inside the vehicle. All 3 are in county jail on several drug-related charges. And for more on the story's background, please visit our website at WNYNewsNow.com. And state police say a Cassadaga man is charged with driving while intoxicated after he reportedly left the scene of an accident he was involved in on Wednesday. 74-year-old Howard Roberts was reportedly driving north on Route 60 when he entered the southbound lane and collided with a vehicle that was pulling a trailer. Following the collision, Roberts allegedly turned around and fled the scene. Witnesses to the accident reportedly followed Roberts. His vehicle became disabled in a parking lot, according to state police, and he was transported to UPMC Hospital in Jamestown, where a blood sample was secured. The driver of the other vehicle was also treated there at UPMC for non-life-threatening injuries. Roberts was processed at State Police Jamestown, issued tickets, and is scheduled to appear in town of Gary Court at a later date. So, TGIF, yes, but I didn't quite get out of that. It's been a busy Friday morning. Hello to you all. Let's see who's on. Alberta, good afternoon, guys. It's starting to warm up. Thank goodness. I think Dakota heard my rant yesterday and my threat of firing him. So, in all seriousness, glad it's warm out there. Wendy, happy Friday to you as well. Good afternoon, David. Glad you're on. Dakota Hunter, thanks for joining. Wow, the video don't match to the sound. LOL, says Beth, and I'm going to talk to our producer after to see if there's any streaming issues going on. Maybe try to refresh your phone too as well. Maybe that could be what's happening, but we will, of course, do what we can to fix that problem. In the meantime, break is coming up, I've been told. Next here, a Jamestown lawyer will officially announce his mayoral campaign tonight. Dakota.
Another gorgeous day out there. You're looking live at the Mill Creek Mall Sky Vision camera. Beautiful sunshine and temperatures in the 30s. More of that to come as News Now at Noon continues in just a minute.
Family is so important to Michael and I. Both of our families attend this church. So March 15th is going to be a night that, we're welcoming people. It's not church. It's a family night, we're calling it. It's fun. We're going to have activities for the children. We're going to have music. We're going to have refreshments. There's something for everyone.
All the churches that I've ever been in, I've been in church since I was a little baby, all the way up until now. This church has the most love in it that I've ever experienced.
So like our Facebook page, New Hope Church on Facebook.
We also have a website,
yeah.
newhopejamestown.com.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of our mission statement. Is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. We all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
Jamestown lawyer Eddie Sundquist will kick off his mayoral campaign this evening at 5:30 at the Hilton Doubletree by Hilton on East 4th Street here in the city of Jamestown. Sundquist says that he's honored to receive the Democratic nod, and he's also thrilled to help Democrats running for other positions. Other candidates are scheduled to be there. Sundquist says that the community is invited, as his campaign will be a, quote, team effort. The rally was scheduled to occur on February 28th, but it had to be rescheduled due to the weather. 2 state roadways here in Chautauqua County will be receiving grant money to go towards resurfacing. Governor Andrew Cuomo says that Route 474 between Route 76 and 394 will receive $1.5 million, while Route 20 between the towns of Westfield and Brockton will receive a total of $1.1 million. A total of $16.1 million will go towards roads here in western New York and $128 million statewide. A SpaceX capsule that spent time at the International Space Station is back on Earth. This is the Crew Dragon, as it successfully splashed down in the Atlantic Ocean Friday morning. You can hear the cheers from SpaceX's mission control, and I've been told that we had a little bit of a bug there, but just hours earlier, the capsule unlatched from the space station to wrap up its historic 6-day test flight. The capsule launched last week carrying about 400 pounds of supplies for the space station, as well as a space-suited dummy named Ripley. Ripley was fitted with sensors to record everything an astronaut would experience. It's hoped that the test mission will mean the U.S. is one step closer to flying humans again to the space station following the retirement of the shuttle program. Now, for the last few years, NASA has relied on Russia to fly astronauts to the station. And when you're in physical pain and looking for relief, there are many avenues in the medical field you can go down, surgery being the most extreme. But what if there's a less invasive way? In today's Health Minute, Meredith Wood explores an injection treatment using cells from your own body. And we're actually re-pulling that saw up, so after weather, we'll try to pull that up. In the meantime, while the studio is working on the packages, let's look at the comments. Tammy says, out of sync, your mouth is moving, not with voice. I've been told, according to our producer, that Facebook is having issues right now beyond our control. So this is a perfect time, folks, to tell you, download the WNY News Now app. You can find that on the Google Play. You can find that on the Apple Store. All sorts of options. Again, please download the app, and on that app, you will be able to find the live stream. Anytime we go live, you'll find that video. It can be Facebook Live for our News Now. It could be live for a breaking news story, a city council meeting, a charity event, what have you, we will find it. So again, please download the WNY News Now app. And coming up, Jamestown Police will take on students in a charity basketball game tonight. We'll have the details. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter has a live look at that Brotherhood Property Maintenance First Defense weather. As WNY News Now continues.
Now open in downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, you know, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook or call us right now to book an appointment.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
And welcome back on this sunshiny Friday out there. The high temperature yesterday was 25, but look at where we were this morning at 3 degrees. Ouch. That was a very cold morning, and again, we're nowhere near where we should be. We should be near 40 degrees this time of the year. Daylight savings time comes up at Sunday at 2 a.m., so if you haven't already, make sure you check the batteries in your NOAA weather radios, your smoke detectors, and turn those clocks forward 1 hour as you head to bed on Saturday night. Let's take a look at First Defense Doppler. Big, beautiful high pressure has cleared out a lot of the cloud cover, and it's keeping all this precipitation down at bay. So it's mainly going to be a dry day for the next couple of days. We'll zoom the radar straight out to the United States, and you can see it's really quiet, minus this out here down to our south. And there's another system out here I mentioned yesterday out near California that's going to produce severe weather in the same areas that were hit just this past weekend with tornadoes. That's part of the same system that's going to impact us on Sunday. That is the next big thing that we're keeping an eye on. It is related to that system, and it's going to become windy and mild on Sunday. It always seems like Sunday is very windy around here recently, and so a deep upper level low is going to pass west of the area near the Great Lakes, and with that's going to pull in strong southerly winds into the center of the storm, and wind gusts could be topping 50 miles an hour at times, mainly right near the Lake Erie shoreline. And it's also going to be a rainy Sunday, and there's a chance for some sleet mixing in early Sunday morning, mainly south and east of here as the colder air is still in. So high wind warning posted for Chautauqua County. This starts at 7 o'clock on Saturday night and goes all the way until 10 o'clock on Sunday. And we'll show you the storm system here on Future Scan. You can see it lurking back here to the west, and then watch the system move its way across the area. Again, this purple area here is that mixed precipitation chance, mainly south and east of here. Watch the system spin its way across the west, and it also changes to snow as we go into Saturday night, as we go into Sunday night into Sunday, or into Monday. So snow will be making a return once again. In terms of wind gusts, this is what the computer is spitting out in terms of wind gusts. You can see here right around the Lake Erie shoreline again, right around 58 miles per hour, maybe some 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts here are possible. And the strongest winds are probably going to be early in the morning on Sunday. They will start to die down a little bit as we go throughout the afternoon. Look at that gorgeous sunshine. It is fantastic. 29 with that south wind of 3, and with a light wind, that means the wind chill feels like the actual air temperature. Here's a look at it for tonight. Partly to mostly cloudy. Another quiet night, but at least not as cold. That's the good news. Brought to you by Brotherhood Property Maintenance. The next 7 days of your life. 40 on Sunday and 50 on Sunday. That's going to feel great. And the snow returns, at least for Monday, before we turn mild once again toward the middle of the week. Sports is next. Don't go away.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Rejoice, sports fans, it is Friday. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. Tonight with a 7:05 puck drop, the Jamestown Rebels begin a 2-game homestand against the New Jersey Titans. The Rebels are in second place in the East Division with 66 points, as the Johnstown Tomahawks have a 21-point lead in the division standings, as well as clinching a playoff spot. Meanwhile, the New Jersey Titans are in third in the East with 53 points, 13 behind the Rebels. Tomorrow night's game will also have a 7:05 puck drop. Although it took a shootout, the Buffalo Sabres suffered a 5-4 loss to the Chicago Blackhawks on Thursday night, with their losing streak bumped up to 3 games. 4 different Sabres each scored 1 goal. For Chicago, Artem Anisimov scored a pair of goals, while team captain and Buffalo native Patrick Kane, as well as Jonathan Taves, each tallying 2 assists. Buffalo remains stagnant in the Atlantic Division, remaining in 5th place with 69 points, a single point ahead of the Florida Panthers. The Sabres will be back in action tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock, as they will go on the road versus the Colorado Avalanche. A little later on this afternoon with a 1:10 first pitch, the New York Mets will host the Miami Marlins as MLB spring training rolls on. The Mets lost their last game 6-4 against the Washington Nationals yesterday. Miami, like the Mets, also lost their last game, with theirs being a 4-1 loss in the hands of the Houston Astros yesterday. The game will be televised on Sportsnet New York and can also be viewed on the MLB at Bat app. Matty Ice, back to you.
All righty, Norm, thank you very much. Members of the Jamestown Police Department will take on members of the Emmanuel Baptist Youth Group for a friendly game of basketball tonight, that at 6 o'clock at Washington Middle School. Police Chief Harry Snellings and Captain Robert Samuelson will both be on the court for the Jamestown Police Department. Snellings says that the game provides a chance for kids to see police in a different light.
You know, it's a fundraiser for them, but bigger than that, it's our opportunity to engage, you know, kids in our community in a different setting than they're accustomed to seeing us. And, you know, it's a fun time. We always have.
Now, Snellings also says that the game provides the same opportunity for adults.
You know, just establish some of those relationships with members of our community, whether they're kids or their parents that attend the game. I mean, because there's that engagement that's going on too.
Tickets are $3 for adults and $1 for students. Snelling says that all proceeds will be going back to the youth group. And I've also been told by our producers that we have that package from Meredith Wood in today's Health Minute. Take it away.
The platelets in your blood are known for their healing contributions in your body and carry anti-inflammatory benefits. Doctors want to hone those benefits into less invasive treatments for pain. One such option is PRP.
PRP it stands for platelet-rich plasma. And it's blood that's drawn from a patient, it's spun down, and the platelet layer then is taken off.
Orthopedic surgeons like Dr. James Chappis are hoping it can be an alternative to surgery. He has used PRP injections to treat shoulder injuries and joint pain for years.
We always, in elective surgery, want to offer all the conservative measures before surgery. I don't think there's any patient out there that wouldn't rather have an injection than an operation.
Studies still need to be done on the effectiveness of PRP. While Chappis has seen positive results firsthand, he still warns it's not a miracle cure-all, but says it might be safer for some than surgical options.
There's no guarantees with anything in medicine, but what we always look at are risk-benefit ratios.
But with any elective medical treatment, make sure you do your research.
This is great therapy, it can do really well, but try to see where you're going and make sure that you're going to centers with doctors that are ethical and trained and board certified.
For today's Health Minute, I'm Meredith Wood.
Well, Dakota, you are between us, you are definitely the more smart of the duo here, so
Right.
I want to hear your reaction on that.
I have none.
Dakota! Okay, all right. Why don't
My reaction is I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Because you're mad at me.
No, I'm busy trying to, our producer has his own problems he has to deal with.
Yeah.
I'm trying to diagnose problems with a couple of the weather computers. So, I've been
we're having
diagnosing that. It's Friday.
So we're having weather issues, streaming issues, app issues just with the stream. But
It's
I
Friday.
think that goes with the streaming. So it's Friday. That's
It's
the
Friday.
problem?
Everything's like, no, I've worked for the week. I'm done. I just want to go to sleep for 2 days. So.
Well, I'm glad, one thing I was really super excited to get in there, great job to our producers, Storm Hartman, for example, working diligently, might I add. The Jamestown police story with the basketball.
Yes.
I mean, that was great to come in. I mean, they've done this now for, this is the 4th year, and just to bring the community together in a setting that, a lot of people like basketball. So, I know Dakota doesn't like basketball, but I say a lot of people like basketball.
I don't know. I went to a couple home games when I was at JHS. Only because if you got like an event staff t-shirt, I don't even know if they still do that anymore, where you get an event staff t-shirt and you get a free pass to all the Red Raider home games for basketball. So I went only because I had that free pass. But I don't know. I think one year, I know JHS did donkey basketball for something. But
they used to do that at Faulkner, too.
Yeah, because I know that they did it 1 year, but I don't think they've done it since 2000, I don't know, 9, 10.
You know why that is.
Well, why?
Well, look at how much they're going to have to pay the custodians to pick up the poop off the floor.
All right.
Are we going to 7 days?
All right. When the news anchor starts using the word poop on the air, then that's the time to transition to weather. Let's take a look at Links 1 if we can. And this will be the look at the NOAA Climate Prediction Center's 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. And oh, baby, if you want a break from winter, it is coming through mid-March, but I don't think it's going to last very long. Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day, windy Sunday, 50, and temperatures go back down. And again, looking at past data, I don't think this warm-up is going to last very long. Sad to say.
Well,
that is speechless.
I am speechless. It is Friday. Time to go home and eventually. Anyways.
Maybe down a few adult beverages?
Yes. I like the way you sing. Anyways, thank you, Dakota. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, everybody. News continues live, 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. Stay with us.
great weekend. See you Monday.